You're here because you're having trouble securing an auto loan, getting reasonable rates on a mortgage loan for your house, or maybe your credit score is just too low to apply for a credit card with the best rewards and the highest possible chance for cash back. I'm Patrick Zimmerman, and today we're going to be talking about using secured credit cards in order to raise your credit score so you can take advantage of these opportunities. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for daily content. If you're a little lost on what exactly a credit score is and how it's calculated, you can check out yesterday's video. I'll throw it up on the screen. Today we will be discussing what exactly is a secured credit card, how they work, and then at the end of the video I will be suggesting 3 of the best secured credit cards in my opinion, which will get you well on your way to raising your credit score. So secured credit cards are a very beneficial tool to build a new credit, or if you were in that poor credit range below 580, below 600, then they will be very helpful in helping you build that back up and get back into the fair or the good range. Secured credit cards work very well and they offer you a little bit of safety on your end because depending on your maximum amount of credit available, you will be supplying a security deposit until they're comfortable enough and understand that you have the ability to make your payments on time. Eventually, generally after a year, 6 to 8 months, maybe even longer if you missed a couple payments and they had to dip into that security deposit, they will return said security deposit to you and then you will be able to apply for a new card with a new line of credit. I just want to review some of the terminology that we'll be discussing before we jump into the 3 card suggestions. The first thing is the annual percentage rate. This is essentially the yearly interest rate which you will be paying on the money that you are currently borrowing. Today's Wednesday. If you spent $20 today and you paid it off tomorrow, then you would not have to pay any interest on that money as you already paid it off. The APR for the secured credit cards is rather high. They're generally upwards of 20%. Don't let that scare you off. It's not that big of a deal with the secured credit cards because you're giving the security deposit. That way, if you do miss a payment, they'll dip into that security deposit as payment rather than charging you a ton of interest. That's another reason why I recommend these for people who have no credit and are beginning to build, because it's really much safer than getting an unsecured credit card with a $5,000 credit limit. If you're not great with managing your money, it won't be difficult at all to run that up. When I talk about line of credit, that simply means the maximum amount available to you. The first 3 terms we talked about are pretty standard with normal credit cards, but a graduation timeline is specifically for a secured card. This is generally about how long it takes for the lender to feel comfortable with you as the card owner. Once you exceed that graduation timeline, they will look at your credit reports, see if you've made all your payments on time, and then make the decision on whether to allow you to get an unsecured card or not. Now that you guys know what a secured credit card is, let's jump into the 3 card reviews here. The first card is the Capital One Secured Mastercard. I want to talk about this one first because it's really more of a partially secured card. The purchase APR is 26.99%. This is the highest on the list that we will be discussing today. There's also no annual fee to hold this card. All the cards we will be discussing have no annual fee whatsoever. Because this is partially secured and Capital One isn't necessarily concerned as much with your security deposit, they do have the lowest graduation timeline at 6 months. This is why I explain them as partially secured, because so you can offer up a security deposit of $49, $99, or $200. No matter which one of those 3 options you choose, whether it be $49 or $200, your line of credit will be at least $200 anyways. The second card we are talking about today is the Citi Secured Mastercard. This has a purchase APR of 22.49% and lets you choose between between a $200 and a $2,500 line of credit. Unlike the Capital One card, this card requires you to offer a full security deposit up depending on which line of credit you choose. If you want a $200 line of credit, your security deposit will likewise be $200. If you want a $2,500 line of credit, security deposit $2,500. I wanted to add this card to the list because one of my favorite cards and a card that I use personally is the Citi Double Cash card, which will be an option after you pass that graduation timeline of 18 months. The reason I use that card personally is because it offers you 2% cash back on every purchase, 1% when you purchase, and 1% when you pay. The third, and in my opinion, the best card on this list is the Discover It Secured Credit Card. As I said earlier, there's no annual fee. This is nice because it does earn you 2% cash back at gas stations and restaurants. There was no rewards points or cashback options advertised with the other two cards. This card will help you hold on to some of that extra money. The minimum and maximum security deposits as well as the line of credits are similar to that of the Citi Secured card, the minimum being $200 and the maximum being $2,500. This card has a much lower graduation time than the Citi Secured card at just 8 months. Here's all three cards laid out next to each other, just so you can see. If you're looking for a full secured card and want to improve your credit score, I recommend you go apply for the Discover It card. They had a plentiful amount of positive 5-star reviews, and their graduation time is much less than the Citi Secured. I hope this video helped in your decision on which secured credit card to apply for. If you do not have any credit or are in a poor credit score, I urge you to go look at my credit score video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Leave a comment down below with any questions about your credit score, and let me know your favorite secured credit card. As always, I'm Patrick Zimmerman. Thank you for your time, and enjoy the rest of your day.